targeting us.
Alright, so here's the video. Here's what happened. So we were warping to the planet that we were already at, right? So we couldn't actually warp anywhere. We were already at the planet, so the thing we had to warp to was warp to any of these other places here, right? You could have warped to any of these places, Tyrell. You could have warped to one of the other planets. You could have warped through the Stargate or anything, but you're warping to the planet that you were already at, so we could not warp away. We were so confused. Why were we getting attacked? And then we just could not warp away. We were clicking on the wrong thing. So hilarious. Alright, so last video, we got the planet set up, right? We could go to industry anytime we want, go to planetary production, and we set up three planets. So we were searching in the universe, we were just basically searching for planets, right? I showed you how to navigate the map a bit, and then see which type of planets you were searching by, and then you were maybe searching systems showing info about the planets, but that's not what this episode's about. But basically, this is pretty much what we did in the last two episodes. We learned how to find planets out in the solar system and then extract resources from them. So now we could view these three planets, and we could see they probably have produced things. Yep. So if we go to our planets, we could go see it is producing water. It'll be producing in 20 minutes. Oh, it takes 30 minutes to produce the water, so it'll be done in 10 minutes. And our extraction heads are extracting the resources, so we can view the extraction program, right? So extracting average per hour 18,000, current cycle 19 out of 30. So it's going to be extracting resources for us this whole time, and then it sends it to the spaceport. So we could go look at the storage. We could see we have water. We could view market details. How much is it for? I don't know, 580. We're not sure how much water is, but we probably have made money just for setting it up here. Even though it is a high security system, it doesn't really matter because we're just learning about planetary interaction. So we set up everything. We have 3 planets set up. Now let's do something else like scanning down sites. So you could do all those too, right? We showed our character. We don't even have high levels in planetary management. We just got level 2, level 2, level 2. That's perfect for learning. It takes less than 1 day. I think it only took like 8 hours or something to train, and then you could start putting stuff on planets to take them. So this episode's gonna be scanning. Oh, and it didn't even cost too much money, right? I think we maybe spent like 10 million or something. Probably less than that, probably around like 5 or 8 million. But today, we're going to be scanning in our Heron. So it's just a cheap Heron frigate that we made. It just cost 610,000 ISK to make it. I think we made some changes at the beginning of the first planetary video, the first planet video too. So we realized we didn't have the data analyzer and the relic analyzer, so we actually needed those. Then we added the cargo scanner, so we did change our Heron a little bit, right? It's just all tier 1 modules. You don't need tier 2 modules. Those will take you weeks to train into those tier 2 modules. Tier 1 modules are just fine for now. We got like the shield, the cargo scanner, the data analyzer, relic analyzer, the afterburner, 2 overdrives to increase our movement speed. And we got rigs. We learned about rigs in that one episode, how to put rigs onto your ship. And we just got 2 light missile launchers, and then just the core probe scanner. So we're just going for scanning, right? And we just got like the scope one, increases virus coherency by 10. And then we just got the algorithm bank, maybe. Virus coherence bonus by 10. So one's for relic scanning, one's for data scanning. That's all the rigs we can fit on our ship. And then also we just made a backup ship, right? If you were worried about losing your ship and you didn't want to spend the time looking for the modules before you go out, you could just go hover over the money here, click buy all, and it would put everything into a shopping cart. And it should pretty much put everything here, and then you can just make another scanning ship if you want. Then you just click the buy button when it fills your shopping cart. It's a super sick thing they added. So it'll cost like 769,000. That's like nothing. So if somebody blows up your ship, that's alright. You just come dock up at the station and then get your other Heron, which is exactly the same. And then maybe just make another one that's worth 610,000. So that is if someone decides to blow you up for some reason. But here's our fitting. Now we could just go scanning. we don't even have really high scanning levels, right? We just have like level 2, level 1. These ones are level 3. These ones are just level 1 still, because we're not really too worried about them. They're going to help us scanning, but we're just going to be scanning in the basic systems. So maybe we could just pull up the map here, and then we go to where we are. So where are we going to start scanning for systems? We don't know. So we just change this back to what it was. Average pallets within 30 minutes. Maybe we'll try to find a system nearby that hasn't had pallets for a while. So 16 pallets in the system. And also the place that we jumped to didn't have too many people. So we could say this is like 5 jumps away, right? Set destination. Nobody really comes out here. It's a high security space. You should be 100% safe here. Maybe some people will come by, but it just leads right up here. This is only 2 jumps, so there's 2 different ways you can take here. We could go take that direction or this direction. So maybe we'll take the other direction. So we're just flying from the main MR trade hub, and we're flying like 5 jumps away out here. And then if we ever want to find the MR trade hub, we still have our ships and everything, right? So we just go MR, Horus, Empire, Family Facility. Set destination, right? Because we could open it up, we'd see this is where our ships are. This is our main home at the moment, our home away from home. So everything's here, and then you can set destination when you want to go back home, or if you want to go to Jeddah or anywhere around the world. I think you know how to find your way there now. Because if we go to assets, we say Jeddah 4, Moon 4, called Ari assembly plant. So we're only 9 jumps from the main trade hub. This would be the secondary trade hub. Let's hope that we don't lose our ship when we get undocked, right? Because it's always the silly joke. But then eventually someone's going to watch my videos, and they're going to be sitting outside the station, and they'll be like, ha, I came and got you. Because everyone's always waiting to destroy your ship as soon as you undock from the station. So as soon as you undock from the station, consider your hair and lost already. Someone has already blown it up. Except that I think we survived. Oh, are we going to make it? Maybe they'll get us before we get away. No, we made it before anybody destroyed our ship. Perfect. So it's always the scariest part of the game. When you're playing Eve, you have to be worried about that, because as soon as you undock your ship, consider it lost. But actually, we've been really, really lucky this entire time. So let me just fly. So we'll just go one system over. We won't do it in the main trading hub place. Maybe people are scanning or something. So while we're going to the place, we could go to our scanners, go to the probe scanners. We have our probes. There's a Sasha hideaway, so that'd be a combat site. So maybe that'd be a good reason to bring the Comrade or the cruiser or something. First looking for combat sites. So there's one here. Maybe we could launch the probes. Interference from cloaking. So we're gonna have to move somewhere. So actually, let's go, instead of warping to the, jumping through the gate, can we go to it or something? Jump through, so you can't warp 0 kilometers within the gate. So you have to just double click somewhere in space to start moving, or you could fly to a planet, or someone's already, we're scanning. No, we didn't launch our probes yet. So you can see someone here is scanning this Astero. The Astero's scanning down the site. Perfect. So those are his scanner probes, and then now he just threw them into space. So let's continue to the next space, considering he's scanning over here. We've seen his probes. We already know his probes are out here. So let's just go continue on then. We've seen there wasn't anybody over there, so hopefully. The Astero, if we could show info about it. Yeah, this would be one of your first actual exploration frigates. This one's actually really good. It's just you have to worry about people blowing it up, because it's a frigate that probably dies pretty easily. That's worth like 60 million. Alright, so it's worth like 60 million, and then you're flying it to go explore all the worlds, and then people are gonna try to blow up your ship. Although it's really good because the traits, it has a 20% bonus to drone hit points. So it is good for fighting. It is good for fighting with the drones. 4% to all armor, so it has decent armor. Reduction in cloaking devices, so it's really good for cloaking. I think it could have the covert ops cloak, maybe. It can fit the covert ops, so it can be literally cloaked all the time, and it has a bonus to scanner probe strength and a +10 to relic and data analyzer virus strength, so it's twice as much as this ship. Cloak reduction delay. That's a super secret ship. Oh, we should have seen what it was to get into that ship, maybe. But we could see if there's any sites here. So, hitaway drone collection, combat site, cosmic signature. Maybe we'll try searching for these ones. So we could launch the drones, and then we could put them over to the site. Yeah, then we could move the mouse like this, and then put it at 360 degrees, and then we could hit the analyze button. And then I'll hope that we find the site. So we could see if it's a data site or a relic site. These combat sites, maybe we could do that as another episode. We'll just go find all the combat sites. I don't think we actually have to scan them down. We can just fly to them. So no signature detected. So what if we have such a problem detecting that signature? So it could be anywhere in this red thing. So maybe if we switch it to 8. So we just press this button down here to change it from 4 to 8. Give the probes a bigger range to scan. So now they fill the whole red circle, so we can see if they can actually scan it down now. Oh, they scanned, they got some information. Go to the top view, so it's actually over here more. And then go to the bottom view. Oh, and we can zoom in, probably get a closer view of where we are, because it probably won't be too accurate if we're farther away. And maybe now we can put it down to 4 AUs again, and then analyze. Then maybe we'll try to find this. So cosmic signature, it doesn't show the level of it until you actually scan it a bit better, I guess. So this is still unknown. We're in a 0.9 system. Oh, so we still don't know anything about it. So what is this? Just a really hard site to scan down for us or something? Maybe if we lower the AU or something. If we go down here, and if we bring it closer to it, then maybe if we bring it down to 2 AU. And if you're worried about like losing your ship or something, oh, there's a wormhole over here, so maybe we'll go to the wormhole. We're just looking for data on relic sites. I mean, inside the wormhole you would find good data on relic sites, but then we wouldn't be close, then we'd get destroyed. So we could bring the probes back, we could try going to the next system. Wormholes are really, really good. That's where I spend most of my time, so wormholes are amazing. Because you never know who's in there. So you could go in the wormhole and you could sit there all day, nobody would know you were in there, and then you could just watch your directional scan, because everyone tells you to watch your D-scan constantly to see who's on the D-scan. Where is the D-scan? We never use the D-scan, directional scan, but apparently you're supposed to directional scan every 2 seconds, or else your ship will be destroyed. So you have to be careful about that. Oh, here's the directional scanner. Yes, if you hit the scan button, I think you have to set the angle to 360 degrees, not 90 degrees. Oh, and then your ship will start scanning. Oh yeah, that's right. And then you can like move this around to change the range and angle of it or something. 60 degrees. Yeah, and then it would just scan who's all around you. So if you're not constantly directional scanning, then your ship will be destroyed, right? Because it'll show who's on the scan. I'm gonna say there's a Praxis somewhere nearby you. Maybe he's looking to destroy you. So you have to be careful of those people. Type, it shows what type they are or something. So maybe we could sort by ships or something. Oh, Blood Raiders, what is this? Okay, so that would probably be the pirates at the emerging conduit combat site, maybe. Clear it to receive rewards. So there is combat sites you don't even have to scan down. So maybe we can go in the core axe and just take off the probe scanner and just use missile launchers or something. So basically we'd see there's no data or relic sites over here either. So we could just jump through the gate then. Hopefully we do find something. But remember to do your directional scan again. There could be someone. No, looks like we're pretty safe at the moment. Because if there actually was a ship here, we actually know he would be looking to destroy you. So it looks like we're completely... Oh, what is this? Oh, just some planets. Oh, just put the planets on the over... Oh, what is this? Some frigates? Gotta watch yourself. Frigates might come and destroy you. So it looks like we're pretty safe. There's no one in the actual vicinity, so we're gonna stop using the directional scanner because we're probably pretty safe actually in high security. Probably don't actually need the directional scanner for now. Probably will need it later when you actually go. Oh, there's 2 cosmic signatures, so I'm going to have to reload the core probe launchers. Oh, you can't do that while cloaked. All right. Well, let's just warp to one of the planets here then. Reload core probe. So we put the planets on our overview. You could remove the planets if you want to. I think there's a planet right there. We could have added it or removed it. But our scanners are reloaded. So now we're actually sitting there chilling by the planet. We could just click in space and then fly somewhere here. There's another ship. Maybe that wasn't a ship. So now we could take out our probe scanners. We could launch them. There's 2 signatures to scan down. So there's so many combat sites. That would be a really, really lucrative thing to try, I guess. We'll have to see how those do. So we're way above the mark. But it could be anywhere inside the red circle. So I think we did that a whole bunch of scanning before in the first place, and we found it was a wormhole. So should we record scanning all this thing? It'll basically be the same thing, right? We just move it towards the X, and then we do a 8 scan, and then we move it down to 4 scan, and then move it down to 2 scan maybe. So maybe this scan would be a lot quicker considering we have more experience, right? Could open this window here, maybe make it bigger. Looks like it's somewhere here. So we did get a closer view where it may be. Well, either it's somewhere on that line there. So I don't know if we could shorten. Maybe we could try to put it to 4, see if it was somewhere. Or maybe we actually have to move it onto the line somewhere. So what's that? Someone's targeting us. Oh no, you have to. Yeah, there's has taken hostile action against you, invading precursor entities. Oh jeez, no, our ship. Why are we warping? Why are we warping? Oh geez, warped within. So your ship has been destroyed, so you lost your ships. What the heck are these things? These things just came in and destroyed your ship, and we were just trying to chill out by the planet. So now we're actually gonna have to go home again. We lost our ship. Osiris, set destination. So I guess anything can happen to you in 0.8. Why was that? Precursor invasion, guys. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We're just trying to scan. Now we have to go back home. Now we're in a capsule. Well, that's not good. We have to get back home. Somebody destroys our capsule. So I wonder why those guys destroyed us. Huh. Well, good thing we learned with our like $700,000 ship. So I guess we couldn't even scan down these sites then. So there's your first journey into scanning with the hair, and I think we covered out how to scan down these sites, and we covered how to move the probe analyzers to try to get a closer view of actually what site you're scanning down. But considering those guys just destroyed our frigate in like, what, 1-2 hits and we couldn't warp anywhere? Is it because we were warping to the planet we were already at? Jeez, we were so confuzzled there, right? Probably you too, if you're getting attacked, you're like, you should be safe in high security space. Apparently we're not safe in high security space, so we were freaking out. We were probably warping to the planet that we were already at. That's why our guy wasn't warping. Or maybe we were jumping, I don't know. We'll watch the footage, we'll see what happened. But here, we lost our ship unexpectedly. We thought we were safe in high security. We'll come back when we're at the station, maybe. Alright, so we found a ship. Actually, there was no stations along the way. All the time we were flying here, there was no stations. There's no stations in those systems. It is so weird. So we found a station to dock up at. Maybe you could dock up at these things too, but then we're just trying to buy a ship because we don't want to go to the main trade hub in just our capsule. We want to go there in some kind of ship. So there's ventures for sale here. So we can maybe buy a venture at this station. So I don't think you want to fly to a main trading hub in just a capsule. I think people will just destroy you just because maybe. So if we go to the regional market, we went to search. We showed in a solar system, yeah, and we went to ships and we see, oh, there's only one ship, right? There's only one really ship that you could use. What's this? Diplomatic shuttle. 650,000. So the only ship available in this whole system, in this whole station, is this one ship. All the other ships are so far away. So I don't even know. Quantity 1. Maybe we'll just try going to the main trade hub in the station we'll see what happens, see if anyone blows us up. Because maybe there wouldn't actually be a ship for you to pick up on the way. So let's try to dock up at the station in our capsule. We'll just see if we are destroyed or not. Hopefully not. Because there wouldn't be any ships to buy on the way. Because preferably, you would want to try to find some type of ship to pilot on the way. I guess they don't give you a shuttle or anything. So now we're still stuck in the capsule. So this was completely unexpected. We weren't expecting some random actual red pirates controlled by the game to come and destroy us. Thought they were actually going to be other players, but I don't even know how that happened. So now, we're just warping to the main trade hub. So we have to go through the circuits. Maybe nobody will destroy us, and if they do destroy us, then we respawn back where we were. So it doesn't actually matter if you get destroyed in your capsule. Since we don't have any implants, we never put implants on our character. The only thing that we would lose is just our place in space over here. So there's a few other stations here, but considering we're already at the main trade hub, we'll try going over there. And we have all of our stuff over there, all of our ships. So even though we lost the Heron, our Heron was destroyed. If we can make it to the station, we can just jump into our other Heron. But then maybe we'll try jumping into the other ship to try a combat mission, because that was ridiculous. We don't know how that happened. Shows you how unexpected Eve can be, I guess. So now, just trying to go to the station. Please do not destroy us, Mr. Legion.
Docking permission requested.
Or Mr. Mammoth, Sharon. So, approaching the station. And we made it in alive. Right? Docking into the station. We made it. We made it back home safely. So luckily, nobody destroyed us. Now we go to the inventory, go to the ship hangar, say, get us back in our ship. So we just lost our Heron. So considering we just lost our Heron, maybe we need to buy another Heron to replace it. So that's why you make replacements before you go out, right? I never expected to lose this ship. I thought never in a million years would I ever lose this ship, but then we did just lose this ship. So there's how you scan down sites. We didn't get to hack anything this episode, but maybe we'll try combat sites. Maybe we'll go back to scanning, but I don't even know. Not sure what we'll do. But here, this ship will probably work pretty good. So we can go to ship fitting. We'll try taking this one to combat sites. If it gets absolutely wrecked, then we won't. So we could go buy all. So let's just make a couple of these before we end the episodes. Why is it going to cost? Oh, that's right, 2 million. Okay. Like, holy geez, 2 million sounds so expensive. So we could buy it right now for 2 million on the main trade hub. So if we click buy, you could buy multiple copies of them too, right? It showed if you wanted to buy multiple copies. So now we have the core axe. So now we just have to fit it. So I wonder if we simulate fit mode, is there a way to copy the fit or something? Activate module, settings filter. So I wonder if there's a way to copy the fit. Maybe there is. Compare, show info. Anyways, you would just go to your other ship here and try to fit it out with the same, because you just bought all the items from the store here. So we just go with small hydraulic systems. I think that's what we were doing. I think that just increases the attack speed of them, right? I think that's pretty much exactly what we had on there. Because if we show info, it just increases the velocity of the rockets. Yeah, maximum velocity bonus of your rockets. So increase our maximum flight distance with our rockets. It was absolutely insane. So then we could actually just fill it with all rocket launchers, right? We just want a light missile because a rapid light missile doesn't actually fit on this ship. So we'll just fit out this ship, and then we'll fit out the Heron again probably, and then we'll probably do something in the other episode. Or we could do them while the video is rendering. Well, that'd be a better idea. So we're just fitting out ships here. We're just making replacements. I think we're gonna do the same thing for the Heron, right? So if we go to the Heron, then we just lost one. So if we go click on here, we could go buy all, and then we'll actually buy another heron. Maybe we'll buy another 2 heron or something. It only costs like 800,000, so we'll buy 2 herons. So 1.5 million for 2 herons with all of these things on them. That's alright. If sell costs like 1.5 million, so then we go to our ship hangar, we'd put on a heron, then we'd activate the heron. Then if we wanted to, we could equip the heron again, just how we did before, right? So this is how you deal with losing your ship, especially if it's a small ship that doesn't really matter too much. So we got the overdrives. We could actually close the rig slots, I think. But this one, we just wanted the scanning ones. So one of these ones we didn't want. Virus coherent, so the small emission, then I believe it was this one, right? You could right click it, show info, virus coherence, 10%, so that'd be the other one. And then we just had like the cargo scanner, and then some scanning probes, and then our ship got absolutely destroyed. So I think we had missile launchers on it too, although the missile launchers didn't really help too much. So I wanted to unfit that module. Oh, you could also unfit the modules by clicking here too. That's probably the actual better way to do it. So you just put core probe launchers on again, and then refill the heron again. Put some more missiles on here. Put another. Well, we had like 1,000 missiles in the base. So I don't even know. We're probably gonna lose the ship. So let's just put like 500 missiles in here. And then we just needed the cargo scanner. Then we just needed the data analyzer. Then the relic analyzer, and probably just the override injectors for increased speed. I think we just had the shield booster or something, a small shield booster 1. So there we go. Now we're ready to go scan some more sites again. So we just lost our heron by some absolute miracle. So we could decide what to do next, right? You could go do whatever you want. Go to those combat sites that you don't actually have to scan down, or you could actually go back in the heron, go try to search the solar system, go find some place that you can go to where there's not those pirates that are going to show up at the planet and destroy you. So I don't even know, just go set destination somewhere and explore somewhere, and then you'll be able to find your way back home again anyways. So that was the scanning, how to scan and hack sites and get tons of loot from sites.